Hi, hello, Taurus. This message is going to be for Taurus rising. It may also resonate if you have your sun or your moon in Taurus. Anyway, your reading. The universe is not asking for your permission here before upgrading your timeline. Very rude, very effective, very on brand. Okay. So, Taurus, this feels like a major turning point, which is not surprising to me because just a few days ago, we had the new moon, right? In your sign. This was your rebirth, right? This is not necessarily like I journaled under the moon and now everything is soft kind of way. This feels more like you have been sensing that something is off, something is ending, something is shifting, and now the fog finally starts clearing. So we come into the reading with the Empress, Taurus rising. You are stepping back into your power. That is creation energy, money energy, beauty, magnetism, self-worth, fertility in the sense of your life is like ready to grow something. Okay. But then we have lovers reverse, Gemini energy, high priestess, Cancer, and the moon reverse, Cancer again. So there may be something you've been intuitively knowing, but not wanting to fully admit. There's a misalignment or there's a choice that no longer feels right to you. A connection or a job, identity, habit, plan, or version of yourself that used to make sense, but now your body is like, bestie, no. Okay. Lovers reverse doesn't have to be romantic here. This can be any place where your actions, values, and future aren't matching. And with the high priestess and the moon reverse, the message is you already know. You may not have all the proof. You may not have the perfect plan, but your intuition has been sending you tiny little spiritual smoke alarms. And now the illusion starts breaking. The overall energy here, Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant, you again. Okay, Taurus. This is huge for you. The wheel tells us that fate is turning. A chapter is changing. Something is moving, whether you feel ready or not. And the Hierophant is literally Taurus energy. So this is your values, your commitments, your beliefs, your long-term path, your standards, your what am I actually building my life around moment. So this is not a random little mood swing. This is a timeline correction. So the universe is asking, are you still committed to the version of your life that you said you wanted? Because the advice is the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Wands. Translation: stop letting anxiety drive the car. Stop lying awake at night, creating 8 alternate disaster timelines like your brain got hired by Netflix. Okay. The the Knight of Wands tells you to take action, to move, to try, to say yes, to say no. Okay. Jump and then fail and we'll learn from it. It's telling you to like make the call, send the message, post the thing, book the appointment, leave the room, enter the room, do something with the fire instead of letting it burn holes in your stomach. Excuse me. Because what you don't see coming, my loves, my Taurians out there, is a lot. Let me grab the stack. 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, Judgment, 5 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, 8 of Wands, Justice, the Fool, 10 of Cups, and the Emperor. I know. If you also read tarot, you're like, what the F? I know. This starts with emotional honesty. So the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Cups say that there may be disappointment, there may be grief, or a moment where you're just finally admitting like, yeah, that hurt me. That isn't what I hoped it would turn out to be. But then we have the 3 of Wands and Judgment, right? So you're not staying there. You're being called forward. Something bigger is calling you out of the old storyline, okay? The Ace of Cups here, this tells us that there is healing, there is renewal, emotional relief, and a new beginning coming in. For some of you, it's a new beginning in love. The 8 of Pentacles tells us that work pays off, effort pays off, consistency pays off, all the things you're good at. The thing that you've been practicing, building, learning, or trying to improve is not for nothing. Thank God, right? But then we have Page of Cups and the 8 of Wands. So expect messages, expect some movement, a surprise opportunity, a conversation, something sweet, something fast. Justice says that balance is being restored here. The Fool tells us that a fresh start is opening And then we end with the 10 of Cups and the Emperor. So that is emotional fulfillment plus stability. Okay. That's being happy in your home. Not that I feel better for 5 minutes because I bought a little coffee. This is structure. This is security. This is a stronger foundation, a future that feels more mature, more grounded, more aligned. Taurians, this reading is basically saying something may hurt to admit, but it frees you. Something may end, but it redirects you. Something may feel shaky or uncertain, but it is moving you toward a much more stable chapter. You're not losing the plot. You're leaving the part of the story where you keep pretending not to know. Your intuition has been correct. Your standards are changing. Your timeline is shifting. And the next version of your life wants more from you. Okay. It wants more honesty. 555 on the timer as I say that. It wants more action. Okay. Less mental spiraling, more physical action, more self trust, more willingness to stop choosing what feels familiar when your soul is asking for what feels aligned. Okay. So the fog is going to clear here. The wheel is going to turn. And once you stop letting anxiety make all your decisions, something bigger is going to open. A new start, a fresh start, a real win, a stronger foundation, and a version of you who no longer has to beg to feel safe because you finally start building safety from the inside out. In the extended, I'm going to do a twin flame reading. We're also going to look at some spiritual guidance and we're going to see what's going on just in general in your love life. And we're going to also look at your money, okay, and what you can do to make more of it. I'll see you soon.